Welcome back to the basement.
Welcome back to the basement yard. Frank, that is a lovely hat you had on.
Thank you so much. It's those new Santa Gata Studios Brunch Club hats, baby, that are available now at shop.santagatastudios.com, as well as our new Brunch Club t-shirts.
Wow, look at you. You're plugging away.
I'd be plugging,
Yeah.
you know, plug it up.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Plugs.
Right. Anyway, guys, by the time this comes out,
We don't know.
You will have known that we
yeah.
decided to do.
You know now.
You definitely know that we have a second show at Radio City.
Crazy.
Was that your reaction? Ha! Oh, now I'm boring you. Radio City's boring. Fuck you.
Been up since 4, bitch.
Oh yeah, children.
No, I got up to go
Nightmares?
to the gym. Got up to go to the gym.
What was that? Give me that, baby.
Gotta get after it. Gotta get after it.
Just wait till Poppy pops out.
Too
You
much.
know what I'm
Who's
saying?
that?
You.
I'm Poppy?
Yeah, if you pop out like Poppy, what's up, bitch?
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know I'd be Poppy like that.
Of course.
Poppy.
I mean, I can't. Look at me.
Is Poppy because I'm Hispanic?
Right.
Gotcha. So how is Poppy be popping?
What?
What am I going to be popping out? What Poppy be popping?
No, I just mean like pop out, like you popping out, like I'm
popping
here.
out where?
like just like on the like in life, like
I don't need to go to the gym to be popping out. I'd be popping out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm popping out this summer, like I'm pop. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm pulling up. What's up,
I'm not pulling up.
Frankie? I don't know that you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
Yeah, clear. I'm saying I'm trying to compliment you, and
Thank
now
you.
you're making me
Thank you.
scrambled eggs. I'm getting scrambled eggs in here.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
a child's way of eating eggs. We could throw that in there, right?
I'll get back to you on that. Radio City, we're doing another show the day after. Tickets went on sale October 2nd. That's not true. The show is October 2nd. The tickets go on sale, whatever the fuck this is, July 10th. July 10th, they went on sale, but you can get them at thebasementyard.com or on Ticketmaster if there's some left. We hope there isn't. By the time you're watching this, we hope it's sold out.
We do fingy crosses.
Yeah,
we do this.
We're saying it anyway on the show because we're scared.
Yeah, we're not sure, honestly, because things have been a little crazy.
I heard there's a squeak in there. You're like, a little crazy. Try to make the squeakiest noise you've ever made in your life.
That's fucking... That's good. No? I'm going to go higher. I'm going to try.
I'm gonna try and go loud though. Go loud.
But
Give me loud. Don't scream. But just like,
hold on.
don't do that. Okay, go.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's because it's so tight.
That sounded like a balloon. A big balloon.
It did, and my throat hurts.
Mine too.
You gotta tighten it up.
I got like a vibration in the back of my neck, and I don't know if that's good or
You
bad.
gotta tighten it. You gotta tighten up those vocal cords in order to.
Go. Yo, you're letting too much air out now. You gotta.
I know. Okay.
I don't know if I hate this. Also, I just remembered that people are listening, and they're probably not happy.
Some fucking awesome guy who got us, by the way.
What did he say?
Tweeted at us like, next time, don't fucking scream. You lost a subscriber. See ya. Fucking nerd.
If he didn't leave last time, he's definitely leaving after this.
Fucking bye-bye.
Yeah.
For, you know.
Anyway, yeah. Go get the tickets at basementyard.com. There's no pre-sale code or any of that. Just go get your tickets at the tickets left.
If they're available.
We're trying to sell 2 shows at Radio City so that, you know, we can... I don't know.
Yeah,
what is
honestly,
happening?
lose our mind a little more.
What is our lives? What's going on?
Lose our mind a little bit more. So I woke up at 4 a.m. I'm trying to get after it, you
Yeah.
know, trying to be more healthy because I have been eating quite a bit of hot dogs.
Right. Things happen.
Things happen.
It was the 4th of July, so it was a hot dog eating
was
celebration.
Extravaganza. I mean,
I actually didn't have one on the 4th of July. There wasn't any afoot.
you know, I'm going to start.
Rosé, though.
You're a fake dog-sucking season supporter.
Are you what?
I'm just calling it how I see it, bitch.
No.
How many hot dogs have you had this year?
Oh, you think I'll keep it count?
I hope you would. Over or under 10?
Over 10.
Really? All right. I recant my statement previously.
Yeah, I almost threw this thing at you.
I want to make sure that
I had like 3 at the game with you.
Okay, not enough. I had like 8.
I also went to a baseball game not too long ago. Dogged.
Dog it up.
Yeah.
Dogs are life, honestly. So I just wanted to make sure because I know last year you were just like, oh, I'm having.
I didn't. I'll be honest.
Having a lot of salads.
I had a bad season last season.
You did have a bad season last year. It was
I'm picking
your
it up.
off year. This is a contract year, so
Yeah,
I
gotta step it up.
You gotta put up numbers to get that fucking free agent contract.
Exactly.
Did you watch the hot dog eating contest?
Of course I watched it, dude. I actually raced home to watch it.
Where were you? And why were you not fucking pre-gaming the hot dog eating competition?
I was. You know what I did? I went to Crumble Cookie.
So all right. So you put some form of garbage in your system in order to watch other people put other forms of garbage.
I'll be honest with you. Kind of addicted to that shit now.
Hot dogs or crumble cookies? Or both?
The answer is
yes.
both. The answer is yes. Affirmative. But there isn't any
I've
near
never
me.
had a crumble cookie.
First of all, they're not cookies.
They're cakes?
Yeah.
They're just big cakes?
Literally, one of the things that were in it was like a strawberry shortcake.
I don't care for strawberry shortcakes.
This thing was wet. Like a fucking, like a wet cave.
The moisture content in which a strawberry shortcake might bring with it does not just depend on if I am supporting it or not. Strawberry shortcake, don't care.
It's like icing. There was like a...
You're not going to convince me. I said I don't care.
Fuck you.
It's not, it's the lowest...
Ooh, they had a cornbread one.
Stupid.
Frankie?
Stupid.
Frankie.
Cornbread is not a cookie, and nor shall it be.
That's why they're...
Cornbread is mid at best.
Wow, you sounded old saying that. No, but you that's the whole point of these like ridiculous cookie places is that you make... what do you do? Get a chocolate chip? Cares?
Yes.
You can get that anywhere.
Why? Why must you? Why can't you just go get a good...
How vanilla are you? Call me Vanilla Joe. You're vanilla.
Chocolate chip. With my cookies, I'll be Vanilla Frank. That's completely fine. Chocolate chip. Don't get me started.
Have fun.
Don't
Have
get me
fun
started.
with your life.
Don't get me started on Snickerdoodle. Don't get me started on Snickerdoodle.
I love Snickerdoodle.
Don't get me started. You know what? You might disagree with me on this one. Cinnamon raisin, a very good cookie.
I like cinnamon. Cinnamon is incredible. Incredible.
Go again.
Hit me as hard as you can with your hand.
No problem.
But yeah, no, I love cinnamon, but like raisins are just like...
I like raisins.
They're like not good.
That's crazy. You're turning your back on grapes after they've been dried. You're a big fucking wine guy, but the moment that they fucking lose you're a fat shamer. That's what you are.
Fat shamer?
Yeah. Well, no, I guess that would be
Grapes
the other way.
Are fat.
Grapes are fat. So you're a skinny shamer. Piece of shit.
I feel like there's a better name for that.
Grapes are just fucking... I mean, raisins are just grapes on Ozempic. That's all it is.
No, they're just like old.
They're dry. I like grapes. I don't
Raisins
like grapes.
look like my grandma's knuckles.
I'll tell you this, though, right now. Oh, God. White raisins do look like old women's hands.
Just even the other ones. Like
They
if you
do.
look at a raisin, you're like, this looks like an old knee.
I'll tell you this. I've looked at an old woman's legs, and I've seen raisins. You know what I'm saying?
What is it about old white people's legs that's so bad?
Dude,
what is that?
it's just like once they hit a certain age, blood just stops flowing below the waist.
And then what? Their legs turn into a deli meat? What is that?
It turns into like, you know, like in the 90s how they had those like monster balls that you like squish and like an eye pops out and like you could see veins?
Yeah.
That's what old lady legs turn into all the time. I don't like it.
It's just weird. They start to look like a...
Their veins go
like
into
a white chocolate bar.
Yeah, their veins become like, you know, like
Squiggly.
a fucking radio wave. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, it's very squiggly.
Ladies.
It looks like a hiking trail. You ever look on like an app?
They do. It does.
What
yeah.
is that?
It does. I don't like to like look at a fucking topographic map of like the Rocky Mountains and be like, that's my grandmother's legs.
Yeah.
I don't like
I mean, I do think that people who are above 80 years old deserve to wear shorts because it gets hot for sure.
Absolutely not.
But I don't want to be
people,
around.
Take shorts from all old people. All of them. No. It's like
weird,
staring
though.
at a Jackson Pollock painting.
How are Spanish?
This is crazy.
How are Spanish old people's legs? How are they?
There's no hair on them.
No hair.
No
Well,
hair.
I don't think that old people are hairy.
There's some old hairy people.
No, it falls out, dude.
No.
Or it just gets like stringy.
Well, I'm thinking of like my dad because although he's only 63 years old, his body is aged like milk in the sun.
Right.
His like internally, he's like 98.
Okay.
And his legs, basically, he has like, you can count all the hairs he has left on his legs.
Yeah.
And then there's just a part where he had his boots that it just like shaved away at his skin, so it's just like fucking baby smooth.
So he's got like a smooth, like where his boot was?
Yeah. Like his stirrup. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, but you know that. So how many times have you pet your father's feet?
I've not pet them. I've seen them.
But you said they're smooth. That's a touch thing, buddy.
You kind of caught me there. I'm not gonna lie, honestly.
I know. You guys
I've touched them by
uh,
accident. You're gonna tell me like you haven't seen a bald person you immediately want to touch their head? I've touched my dad's legs just to see how just like hairless they are.
But like that's just your dad. Like usually, like your aunts and uncles and like grandparents and stuff, their legs are like.
I'll tell you this: I don't see enough of my aunts and uncles in order to really tell if their legs are super hairless.
Bro.
And grandparents, I couldn't remember. I could barely remember their face.
You don't even. You don't really see old people's legs that often.
Thank God.
They start pantsing it up.
Thank God. Honestly.
My grandma used to rock shorts a lot.
And we were all worse off for it. Let me say that very
She
clearly.
was like.
And your grandmother was basically translucent.
She was.
She was like those, like, you ever see that episode of SpongeBob where he holds the water bag and his hand's under it with the light and he goes, twins.
Yeah.
If I were to grab your grandmother's leg,
Right.
which at this point is just bone, back then, circa 2010,
Just bone. You fucking bastard.
I could guarantee I can, like, fucking... If I were to put like a note on one side of your grandmother's
could read
leg,
it, yeah.
I could read it from the other side.
I was going to describe it as like a glass of water, but
Well, no, because
it's more of like if you ever see like a baby bird on the street.
Yeah,
that's,
and
like,
they're all just dead.
But their eyes are closed, but like you can see their eyes.
you
still.
could see where their eyes were. Like their eyelids are basically see-through.
Yeah, and it's like okay, I can see through the whole body.
Yes.
And that's kind of
Put it like this: you ever like in like a you know some form of an anatomy textbook?
we have so many examples.
You ever seen an anatomy textbook and they always show it'll be like one page it'll be like all of the the nerve endings in our body and then
Just a guy like this.
yeah, and then another page and it's like all the muscles and then another page it's
Organs.
like all organs and then another page it's the skeleton, another page it's like mostly nerve endings I could see on your grandmother's legs. I remember that pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I remember her fingers also being sharp.
What? My grandmother had sharp fingers?
Yeah, I remember, like, and not because of her nails, but, like, I remember the ends of her fingers were just particularly sharp.
Like they came to a point?
Yeah.
I don't remember that about her. I remember they were like tiny. Like it was like no meat.
Well, yeah.
It's just bone.
Yeah, it's just bone. And not good meat, even if there was anything there, right?
Well, I mean,
like,
she was old. She doesn't get that much meat.
yeah.
She was all right.
Well, yeah,
Anyway,
way.
did watch the hot dog eating contest. Did watch that. Also, wait, I took pictures of
That's why I can't get, like, see-through spring rolls. Have you ever seen those with, like, the clear wrapping?
That is a great example.
That's exactly what old people legs are. Go to any Asian fusion restaurant, and they always have, like, a spring roll or a vegetable roll or egg roll that has, like, a clear wrapping on it. And you could see the insides very clearly. That's old people legs.
Yeah, you were right. But while
We just did 10 minutes on old people legs.
well, you just couldn't stop.
And why do old men's knees just get fat? You know what
I
I'm
think
talking
that's just old Italian guys.
No, my dad's knees. It looked like someone put a fucking
Your
bat
dad's
in
not
between
old.
his legs. Again, internally, 98.
We're
Looks like-
talking about external, Chief.
Yeah, his insides believed he was way older than his outsides.
Anyway, the hot dog eating contest. I took pictures because it's so ridiculous to like watch this thing. It's insane. They give them like walkouts with like, he's done this and that, and and I'm like, this is wild.
Listen, you got to commit to the bit. If you're gonna go for it and have belts like fucking wrestling, commit to it.
This one guy, so they have like the guy's name, his age and height, and where he's from, and then under that, just like a little factoid or whatever. This one says once ate 10 pounds of mac and cheese in 20 minutes.
That's insane.
Half a pound of mac and cheese. How hard is that actually? Mac and cheese is dense.
Joey, a box of Velveeta is a pound.
What?
A box?
No way.
Yeah, it's a pound of pasta.
With the cheese though?
I mean, maybe.
With the cheese makes it heavier.
Maybe. I mean, hold on.
Back on the phone. You see this kid? He
Hold
just
on.
needs
Velveeta.
a fucking irrelevant fact, and he needs to know.
Hold on, baby.
You
yeah,
need
12.
cereal.
Oh, no, it's not. It's actually less. Probably with the cheese, it's a pound. Because it's 12 ounces of pasta, maybe.
I immediately take back what I said then. Also, pasta gets heavier when it is cooked.
Yes, correct. So like 10 of those in 20 minutes. I'll say this. If it's Velveeta, I might get 3 pounds down.
Velveeta's delish.
I might get 3 pounds down because I'll eat it so quick my body won't realize it's in me.
I'll be honest with you. If it was the SpongeBob SquarePants shaped Kraft mac and cheese, I might be able to top this guy's record.
Why is mac and cheese better as characters?
Shapes. Because you could blow air and suck through it.
There's that sucking thing you do. There it is. It always finds its way into our shows, and it's not. It doesn't even need to work laboriously to do it. Honestly, it just finds its way.
Laborious. You honestly don't relate to when I say that.
You have named enough foods that you suck liquids through that it makes
Honeycomb
me think that
cereal.
you just might start doing it to penises.
No. That's not even how you would suck a penis.
Demonstrate.
If you give me a piece of mac and cheese, I'll do it.
So I'll give you a cucumber and mac and cheese.
Cucumber?
For being a penis.
It needs to be porous.
Oh, cucumbers are pretty porous.
No, they're not.
They're not, actually.
Yeah, more definitions, you know. But anyway, this guy says once ate 10 pounds of mac and cheese. The next guy, I took a picture. I just took a picture. I was sending it to like my group chat, being like getting ready, whatever. And then the next guy, his fact was enjoys bow hunting, hiking, and building computers.
Not as cool as 10 pounds of mac and cheese.
Also,
to be honest.
are you even at the right place?
Yeah.
This guy's eating 10 pounds of mac and cheese, and you're building computers?
Well, that's probably how he trained for it. Is he ate like a whole elk? You know what I'm saying? Like he just shot and killed one whole giant elk, which they could be like 200 pounds.
An elk?
Yeah.
Don't you fucking reach for that thing. Just guess.
200 pounds.
Elks are big, bro.
200 pounds.
I would say like probably, yeah. I mean, 200 is probably 200, 300 pounds probably. They're big. I don't care how much they weigh though.
Hey Siri, how much does an elk weigh?
No Siri in here or an Alexa.
Someone's phone is going off right now.
Yeah.
Someone's right now.
Someone's getting the.
It's like
Was that your Alexa
that
impression?
was Siri actually.
Yeah. Did you see also the video of the guy?
The lemonade?
Yeah, and he just started.
The poor guy. He's just like,
bro. So this is so crazy because it never hit me until like last year that when you watch the hot dog eating contest, if you're another country, looking at that, you're like,
crazy.
this is what Americans are.
Yeah.
A gallon of lemonade.
Yeah. Honestly, if I'm being really honest with you, if you were to send me to a remote island that has had no contact with the outside world, there's that one. They're like cannibals. I don't know where they are, but they're there. And you were to say, you have to bring 10 things. They could be pieces of media. They could be items. They could be whatever to show these people to explain what the United States is. Hot dog eating contest is up there. Honestly, in the top 5.
It's an insane tradition. The fact that people camp out.
We're going to take, not by my definition, but by the, what do they know, FDA's definition, one of the most unhealthy foods you can eat. And we're going to eat as many as humanly possible in a short period of time. And then we're going to give a ton of money to the person that does it.
We're going to dunk the bread in water and shove
That's
it.
the worst part for me.
It's so disgusting.
The hot dogs, I'm all about. It's the dunking of the wet bread.
Have you ever tried to eat 2 at one time? Like do that?
I can't, not consciously.
Unconsciously. How would you?
I'm just saying, like,
in your sleep?
I haven't like been like, I'm going to try to do it. I might have done it by like double stuffing a bun or something.
Whoa, dude. You DP'd a bun and then ate it?
I maybe. I'm not quite sure. It's possible it has happened in a drunken stupor.
I want to try and do that. They do like the wiggle?
I don't like the wiggle. The wiggle bothers
because it's
me.
like now you're fucking with like...
Yeah. Like the fact they have it down to a science, I don't like that either. Like this, we shouldn't be putting as much science into like the Olympics as we do like the hot dog eating contest. That just seems a little out of place.
Yeah, and also like it should be fun, bro. Like you're going to eat 70 hot dogs. The whole crowd's like, oh, all right, what the fuck?
Didn't an Italian guy win it this year? He was like fucking, like Giuseppe Buca di Beppo
Yeah, it
or
was
something.
like Peter Bonalucci or something like that.
Damn, the Italians needed this, honestly.
He ate 50 something.
Yeah, and then didn't fucking, what's his name, Chestnut for like charity ate 70 in like half the time.
That is, I don't even know.
Just crazy. Just absolutely crazy.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I just don't, if it were something like nachos, I could do nachos.
We should do an eating contest somewhere.
We did on San Agato Studios where we face off against.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, like if like on one of our shows we do like this is the place where you need to eat like a 4-pound burrito.
Yeah, like if we could do one like together. I mean, like, but like I'm saying, like when we go to a city, like before the show, we do it.
There's one. Oh, fuck, where is it? I think there's a place by me, which we're not doing a show by me, but what I'm saying is like, it's like you have to eat a whole pie of pizza in an hour. I think it's called like Pete Nelda's is the place. I could be butchering it, but like that sounds way easy.
One person, whole pie?
That dude, you could do
Definitely
that.
possible.
I've eaten like 6 slices and been like, I gotta stop.
I don't know. I feel like I could definitely eat 4, like without a doubt, and then but that's half. So the rest of the 4, I would have to like really shovel in. The last 2 I would probably piap.
Yeah, you'd be throwing uppies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do like maybe for the Texas shows, like somewhere down there, we find like these are the fucking tit sucking big fucking boneless wings challenge, and it's like okay, I think we could do something like that. That'd be a good video.
I have my picture on the wall at some place.
Cheeseburger.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh
figured.
my god, bro! I've been trying to remember the name of that fucking place forever.
Yeah, well, I remember because it was an SNL skit, but what do I know?
Cheap.
Cheeseburger.
You on the wall?
I never went to Cheeseburger.
No?
I think I had gone, but I never did the challenge.
I was like freshly 18, just got my license, went there.
I remember I would always, whenever we'd go to Hooters, I'd be like, give me the 911 wings, thinking that they were going to put my picture up. It wasn't a challenge. They weren't putting my picture up.
Yeah.
I think
Also, wings at Hooters? Overrated.
No. Wings. Believe it or not, Hooters had good wings. They also, I'm not gonna make the stupid joke. It's from The Office, where he's just like, can I get the chicken breast? Hold the chicken. No, I remember Hooters had good wings. Joey would show up with $20 for him and Keith, and they'd both get like 3 sodas each and like cheeseburgers, and then be like, I don't know.
I can't even begin to explain how far from the truth that actually is.
No. It happened once, and it didn't happen multiple times.
It did not happen. That never happened. Frankie, what you're describing...
Can I ask you a question? A serious
No,
question?
you don't get to lie and change the subject.
I'm going to ask you a question. It's about this subject.
Go.
What gain do I get out of lying about that?
All you do.
Don't say that.
Lie.
Don't say that. I don't like that. Because then people watch us and they're just like, he's a liar. I'm not a liar. Good. Why would I lie about fucking you eating food at Hooters?
Because you're trying to make me look bad.
No, I don't have to try. Trust me. You do it well enough. There was one time. Obviously, I'm joking about it.
I know
all
what
the
you're
time.
talking about. And you make it seem it was me, you, and Keith who went to Hooters.
There was 40 people. Yes, other people also did the same thing.
I didn't do
But
that.
I don't host this with other people. No one cares about how funny it is that Davino's an idiot. They care about how funny it is that you're an idiot.
Oh, and you were just like, I have $1 billion. I have my money. I paid for everything.
No. I also probably did it too.
You're sticking...
I also probably did it too.
Yeah.
But it's not funny when I talk about myself.
Making up stories.
I'm not making up stories.
This is.
I remember there was that one time.
Not a fiction podcast.
No.
It's a non-fiction podcast. So watch it.
Well, I think you're mixing up. Oh no, you're right. I always mix up nonfiction and fiction. There was that one time that we went that we were legitimately like $120 short. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
and
because
we
people were like,
panicked.
I only had 4 wings. I didn't eat. I was like, we ordered for the table.
Yeah. But
have you ever skipped out on a bill?
I think I told this story.
You ran out?
Yeah, I think I told this story.
Wait, you just ran?
Yeah, I think I told it. Have you? You tell your story first because it might be better than mine.
I did it in a cab once.
Yeah. You dirty little bitch.
Because back then,
cabs couldn't track you.
Yeah, it was just like you would get in and they would just, which is kind of a stupid system when you think about it.
Oh, it's been stupid from get-go.
So like you would get into a cab. This is so weird that I'm explaining cabs. But like
a lot of people didn't grow up in major metropolitan markets, so like they don't know. You'd walk to the corner and go, and a car would stop and take you wherever you want, and you'd haggle price.
Yeah, and then like when you get to the place that you're going to, like okay, right here, then they have to like you could give them cash. I think back then it was like just cash. Oh no.
Most of them were just cash, but some of them did have a card reader in the back.
Yeah.
But they would say like it doesn't work. But you'd be like, it's working. I see it.
But when you're a fucking idiot and you're 17 or oh no, you know what I did? That was even worse. I felt so bad.
You screamed racial slurs at the cab driver?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what I was.
But I was 18 years old or 19, and I was drunk in a cab.
Yep.
And I was hanging out with my friends from high school for the first time, like in whatever. So for some reason, like the cab driver's license, like taxi license, was right in front of me. Oh, so I just took it. And then we left and we paid for the cab and we were walking away. But then the guy got on the phone and he was like, yo, please just like return this thing, like whatever. And then
you felt bad. Joey's such a feel bad.
I felt so bad. So I was like, we have to go back. So we went back and I was like, we're going to help you look for it. Maybe it came out. I don't know.
Oh, you lied about taking it.
100%.
Okay, you're right.
And then I did the old like, there it is.
Oh,
found it.
Oh, it was right.
The guy probably was like, thank you, you drunken little bitch.
Yeah.
I almost beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But I felt horrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did the right thing at the end.
I had to give it back. Yeah,
you did.
I felt really bad.
Mine, I felt way worse for because I was at there was a bar in Astoria. It was closer to like where like Bryant is, and it did 25-cent wings on like whatever day it was.
You walked out on a 25-cent wing bill?
Listen.
You walked out on an $8 bill?
Listen. I went with several people, all of which I will not name because I don't know if they want to be a part of this story.
Don't implicate them.
Yeah. And we ordered a ton of wings, but they were, bro, legitimately awful. Like, couldn't have been, like, they somehow fucked this up. Like, it was
They're a quarter.
But like, you would expect that they would at least be somewhat tasty.
Okay.
Like, I remember we got, like, hot, we got mild, we got, like, parm garlic. The parm garlic was literally just, like, you know how, like, they have those containers of, like, minced garlic and water? It was just like someone put a wing and dipped it in there and put it on the plate. It was awful. And one of our friends, jokingly, now I know jokingly, said, like, yo, let's run out on the bill. Let's run out on the bill. Let's run out on the bill. And I was just like, guys, we can't do that. This poor fucking girl. They were like, yo, let's run out. Let's run out. I was like, no. And the way that we were positioned was like we were sitting here. There was a hallway to a bathroom. And then there were two doors, like... And, like, there was, like, something in the middle that, like, blocked the hallway. So, like, you couldn't see on the other side of it. And there were two doors right here. So, like, we're sitting there, and I'm like, guys, I'm not good. And they're, like, fucking with me. Now, knowing they're, like, fucking with me. Like, yo, we're gonna run out. We're going to skip out. And I'm like, guys, please don't. Like, this is fucked up. And they were just like, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I was just like, oh, God. So I went to – one of the guys went to the bathroom. And then I went to the bathroom a couple minutes after. And he looks at me. One person's still at the table. And he looks at me and he goes, are you ready to run? And I go, no, please don't do this. And I look outside and I see one of our friends walking. I had come to find out they were just walking to get their car because they were the DD. They drove. And I saw them walking outside and I freaked out and I sprinted and ran down the block. And like just ran.
What did the other person do?
One of the other two people that were still in there ran out too. And the fucking bar manager ran out and chased us. And then one of the persons, like the other person stayed there. And they were just like watching us run away. And they're sitting there, and the poor fucking waitress starts crying. Like, they're going to make me pay for this. Like, I can't.
Oh my God, you fuck. You should go back to that place right now.
No, it's, I think it closed. And
The
remaining friend was just like, I don't know why they did that. They're assholes. He paid for everything.
Oh.
And then met us at Ditmar Station afterward and was like, you fucking idiot. And I was like, bro, you guys said you were running and I saw one person outside, so I took off. And they were like, we were fucking with you. And I felt so bad. I didn't go back, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't been back there since. I should probably go back. 0% chance a girl still works there.
Do you know what it's called?
I mean, if I look it up, I could find it. It was on the corner of like 28th Avenue or 30th Avenue and like 46th Street or something like that.
Is it the Keys?
The Keys?
It's like a bar.
Over there?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the place closed down. I think it is gone. But
well, Criminal!
I felt bad.
I love that you ran out. Everyone's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then like I freaked out because I saw one of them out there, and then we all met up at the second bar, and I felt bad. I paid like either I paid for a couple of drinks for the person that paid, or like I just paid them back.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was crazy. Also, it was like cheap. It was like $50.
Yeah,
it wasn't that expensive.
That's what I'm saying. 25-cent wings. How much could it possibly?
And we all
be?
got like 2 beers each or something like that, or like the non-DD, so like 6 beers. You know, not bad.
Well, you're going to make that girl pay for it. I heard she's homeless now. You happy?
I mean, maybe it's something she did.
Or something that happened to her. We do have sponsors for today. The first one being Squarespace. You're going to build your website. You're going to want to do that with Squarespace. It's the best platform to do it with, okay? They have lovely templates that are going to make it very easy to build a very professional-looking website. And listen, your website is your first impression. So that's what you're going to have to put all your efforts into here. And they make it easy with Squarespace. You don't have to hire or outsource for, building a website. It could be very expensive, and I don't even know what would go into that, honestly. But before Squarespace came around, I've used other platforms to build out websites, and it takes forever. It's just they're not as good, all right? So Squarespace is the one. But, yeah, they're sponsors for us. A lot of people, like, I know I say this every time I read this ad, but like a lot of people hit me up and they're like, yo, I use Squarespace to build this. Any of the websites you see us, we use Squarespace for all our stuff. So, yeah. If you want to try it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/basement to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, okay? Again, that is squarespace.com/basement to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain. So go check them out. Go build your website with them. And also, they have a lot of tools to help you, optimize your traffic. It's really going to be helpful, trust me. So if you have a business or whatever, use Squarespace and use that code. And we also have SeatGeek. The MLB season is in full swing. And, it's summer. A lot of people are out there having concerts. Maybe go to like an arena or a stadium or even a little theater or something. Also, the Basement Yard is on SeatGeek, so you can check it. I looked it up, and I was like, ooh, this is cool. Now I'm on the app. But yeah, I've been using SeatGeek for years. It is the app where you get all of your tickets. It is the #1 rated ticketing app in the App Store. And we are going to hook you guys up. I mean, everyone can use our new code BASEMENT15 for 15% off any tickets on SeatGeek. All right, so if you're going to be going to anything, you're going to want to use this code. It's 15% off of any ticket on SeatGeek. So if you're going to a concert or a play or whatever it is, if it's on SeatGeek, you're saving 15%, all right? Use that code BASEMENT15 to save it. If you're coming to our show, if you missed the original, release of tickets, and now it's like, now I got to buy it on the secondary market, use SeatGeek, save the 15%. Come to the Basement Yard show, use the code BASEMENT15, and get 15% off when you use the SeatGeek app. So go download the app, and get to it. And go buy tickets to our show. We'll see you there, all right? But, yeah, enjoy.
Guess what? Since Joey brought it up, since Joey put a little crumb down at my feet, I'm going to be the little rat in this room, and I'm going to eat that shit up, baby. The Basement Yard experience. We're out. We're about. We're living it up, and we're not taking any crap. That doesn't rhyme. Damn it. But listen, the Basement Yard experience, we are after it. We're actually getting ready for a fucking slate of shows that we're excited for. So we hope you're excited for it. So if you're coming to any of those shows, make sure you go check out thebasementyard.com/submit. A part of the shows, we like them to be interactive. We like to talk to you. You talk to us. We like to hear from you guys and funny stories, ha-has, hee-hees, and all of that stuff. No cap, no kizzy. So go submit the questionnaire, and then maybe we'll talk to you, about you, with you. You never know. But, you can't do it unless you go to thebasementyard.com/submit. And then while you're at thebasementyard.com, you might find a link to our Patreon account. That's patreon.com/thebasementyard if you're feeling nasty. And you could sign up today. That first tier gives you these weekly episodes 1 week in advance. That second tier gets you, you guessed it, an extra episode every single Friday morning. You could start and end your week with the Basement Yards. More ha-has and more hee-hees. No kizzy cap all the way down to Ohio. So thank you for helping us get to, if we're not over 32,000, which is pretty crazy, we're getting there. So thank you guys so much. The love and support is, what does Schmetty say? The love and support never goes unnoticed. Thanks for being our Schmesties. So we appreciate it. Go check it out, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks for being our Schmesties.
He's got Schmesties, baby. I love it.
Shout out to a madman.
He did like an IRL stream playing like Chandelier with my brothers. Jeans.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I was there that day.
Oh, but apparently not.
Well, I went home. I just went for the day.
Yeah, I heard. My brothers were like, Joey showed up in a fucking thick button-down shirt, and it was like 95 degrees.
No, it wasn't. It was like a breathable.
You have an inability to like plan your outfit based on the weather.
Frank, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like 98%.
There was
of the
one of
time.
our shows that we did that you were wearing like a pretty thick shirt, and I forgot which one, and it was hot like a donkey.
That's not even a fucking expression. What do you say? It was hot like a donkey.
It was hot like a donkey.
No, it was not.
I think
Everything was totally fine, and I was fine.
I think it probably was.
And I brought a bathing suit and a shirt that's like breathable. That's a button down.
bathing suit.
I went into the water.
Oh, I thought you were saying at our shows. I was like, why the hell were you wearing a bathing suit at our shows?
No.
How was the water? Did it feel good?
Mad good.
Oh.
Went out on the boat, did a little swimmy swam.
Oh, I love swimmy swams.
Didn't drink though, because I had to drive home.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Why not? Why?
Because Angie's family was up there, so I was like, well,
You didn't want to push it. You know, if I'm
I didn't want.
if I'm in the lake,
there,
if I'm in the lake, I feel incomplete unless there's a drink in my hand.
I mean, I was in the water and I was
indulged.
swimming and I had one.
You indulge, baby.
I have one.
Oh man, I remember when there was a time where Danny and I were at the lake. This was like 2013, 2014, when it was just like literally wake up, drink, and like get after it. And him and I were on a raft. And like, you know how my dad has like those floating islands?
Uh-huh.
And one person from the boat was throwing the beers. They were glass bottles of Presidente. And he was...
You were launching glass bottles?
Yeah, if it hits something, it hits the water. But what we didn't find out is that what we found out was glass bottles sink.
Yeah.
So, naturally, we got goggles and we went down and we got them.
And you drank them?
Hell yeah. What do you mean, and you drank them? What else are you going to do with them?
I didn't know you could even go down that far.
Yeah, it's like 20-something feet, maybe less.
Frankie.
This is how you do it.
Frank,
are you ready? Are you ready?
You didn't swim down 20 feet.
Listen, you can ask. He might not remember it.
Your ears would explode.
No, not 20. All right, maybe it's not 20 feet. Maybe it was like 12 feet. But
much more believable.
I did this. This is the best way for those of you guys that want to know how to swim.
Guys, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have the diving team here. He's going to teach us how to do it. Frank. I love how you thought you were going to teach an audience something, and all you did was this. You know what it is? He's got young children who are like very new to the world and don't know things. He forgets that he's talking to people that have lived the same amount of years as him, and he thinks that we don't know fucking anything. You would blow out, and you would just do this.
And do this, and you go down so fast.
I know.
And you go down so fast, and then when you're down there, you have like 7-8 seconds to grab something, and then go back up.
When you get down there, you can see.
Goggles, baby.
I know, but still, it looks like...
I mean, once you get closer to the bottom, like it gets less murky.
I know.
I know.
Because if I see a fish down there, forget I'm out.
Well, when we were younger, that happened where we went underwater with goggles. Like that's the reason we don't go underwater with goggles at the lake often, because we went underwater with goggles, and the lake has a lot of a fish called walleye. You ever heard of a walleye? Look that shit up. Legitimately, look it up. Legitimately, a foot from my face, max.
No. How do you spell it?
Wall. I.
This is phone cases. What the fuck is this? Fish. Oh, wall. I put the letter I.
You're just making fun of me for being an idiot.
What?
Yeah, baby. Imagine seeing that fucking mug in yours.
This is a big fish.
Yeah, dude, they get big.
No.
They're like protected. They're not allowed to. You can only get like fish for like 2 a day.
Tell you what. You're going to need an army to protect them if they're a foot away from my face. I'm snapping it in half.
Yeah, it's got like spines on its back and shit.
Don't like it. Spines?
Yeah, the fin is like spiny a little bit.
Are you saying it's like spiky?
Yeah, that one too.
Spines is just...
Spiny. You ever heard of a stonefish? It's like the most venomous fish. You step on it and it releases a blue toxin into you. Yeah, there's that freak Coyote Peterson, I think is his name. He gets stung by a bunch of bugs and fish and stuff. Guy's a nut job.
The way he does fish and stuff.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy, actually. He uses it for educational purposes. But, like, look up stonefish needle. Look it up. Look up that shit. Imagine this going into your foot.
Stonefish needle.
Yeah.
It's a cool color.
It is. It's blue.
But I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. You know what part of TikTok I've gone down? The rabbit hole I've gone down? The people that scuba dive and hunt lionfish. You ever seen those?
No.
They just have that big spear with like 2 fucking tongs on it.
And they click a button and it goes...
And they just go... Pooch! And they just fucking... Then
That's
they put them in a
cool.
big... You know, like a big, like, fucking tube.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably the most manly thing you could do on Earth.
Hunt fish?
Is like be in the water with a wooden spear and then just be like, Koosh! And then you have dinner and then you eat fish that night.
I know. Being in the water and poking it is nothing. I want to javelin throw this thing.
Oh!
I'm letting you know right now, if I can figure out how to throw a javelin, it's over for you guys.
Are you talking directly to the fish?
Yes.
It is over for you walleyes, dude.
Dude, just letting you know, if I can figure out how to throw a javelin, problem. If you're a fish, you're in trouble, baby.
Damn, that would be cool. You're right. Like jumping off a deck with the thing in your hand and being like,
Oh!
and then you come out, you're like, I got it.
Yeah, bro, if I catch a fish with a javelin, I'll eat it raw. I don't give a fuck.
I care because I don't want to get sick. But you could do that. But what about catching it with your bare hands?
Oh, like people that noodle? Crazy. Have you ever seen the videos of people that just go into fucking backwater swamps and they go underwater and they're like, oh, I found a catfish den. And it's like a tunnel underwater and then they go in and they fucking catch a catfish the size of my fucking dog?
Don't have a dog. Dog's dead. 2, big. I've seen one where it was like a girl and her whole arm up to here had the fish on it. And I was like, bro, what?
Was this a porn thing you were looking at?
It was girls can fish. Sexism. Cancel.
I'm not. No, this guy loves fucking. Oh, I found fucking cake farters. I found fucking.
Let it go. 5 years ago, maybe we had that conversation.
It's funny. It just came back up on the show The Boys. Do you watch that show?
I have, but I haven't watched the new season.
Oh, the new season. They're just spoiler alert. I guess there is a cake farter episode where he's just like fart on it, and he farts, and he's like, oh, it's so hot. Bro, you need to watch that show. It's fucking crazy.
Ew.
There's like titty sucking in it.
Oh, nice.
Dicks like long dicks.
Oh, what?
There's
Long dicks?
There's a guy. There's a superhero whose name is Love
I'm
Sausage.
watching Dragons, House of Dragons.
Don't care for that shit.
It's got a
I don't give
small
a fuck
dick in
about it. I don't care about
Why are you
Dragon.
yelling?
I don't care. Bro, I'm coming around to realize Game of Thrones is overrated.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Not even top 5 shows of all time. Not even top 10.
You're getting crazy.
No, I'm being honest. The storytelling is just there's so much. There's so much. That what they do is they put fucking dragons and fucking incest and like old-timey talk.
That's real, though. They were incesting.
Stupid!
It's not stupid. It's reporting history.
Joey's sitting here defending incest.
Oh, you got me. Shit. I'm not just defending incest, but what do you want them to do? You want them to fall in love with the girl down the street? No, she's a peasant, so you got to fuck your cousin who's also royalty. Ew.
You're not. You're honestly digging your whole.
I said
way.
ill.
You're saying that he's not going to fall in love with the peasant, and then he went ill. That was a real ill that you did.
Because I said you're gonna fuck your royal cousin.
No, and then you said like we'll fall in love with a peasant. Ew, that was a real one that you said.
I did not say that.
Man,
Stupid ears. Remember when you said you don't lie? Lie.
honestly, that might just be I misremembered it. But second, honestly, I am coming around to seriously thinking that it's a little overrated. And the ending was, I know people are just like, hindsight, it wasn't that bad. Not good.
No, I don't think the ending was great.
Not good. It was just, this is what the show did. This is what the show did. This is why people think it's
9
better.
9 seasons of incredible TV.
This is why people think it's better than it actually is. It was the first show of its kind to have this fucking insane budget. Okay? Each episode was like $2 million. 2, it puts fucking sword fights and the unpredictability of anyone could die and fucking dicks getting chopped off and brothers and sisters fucking each other and dragons. and they add 400 characters.
What more could you need?
400 characters, and people are just like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. We're going to look back and just be like, yo, this was too much.
No, they're not.
This was too much.
Look back. Bro, we can do that now.
Too much!
No.
Too much.
It's a good show.
I'll take...
You can debate 5, but like, there's no way you can say it's not out, like it's not top 10. Like, there's no way.
Sopranos.
Don't even start there. Start at like something that I would be upset at.
The Office. The Office is a better show than Game of Thrones. Yes. Yes.
You're also naming a different type of show.
Okay, fair. The Wire.
Why are you starting there? The Wire and Sopranos are regarded as like 1-2. Oh, suddenly so difficult.
Season 1 of Jessica Jones is better than any season of Game of Thrones.
Frank, you are a child, and I hate you. And I hope you break your pinky. Bodily harm.
One of my favorite fingers, honestly.
What's your least favorite? Don't even look at that pointer.
I was going to say it might be the pointer.
Your least favorite finger is your pointer?
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
I love this ring finger. This one is my least favorite of the 10, I would say.
What is the difference between them?
Well, that's the ring finger for like marriage.
That's why you like it?
Yeah. Symbolic. This ring finger is just pointless. It does nothing. It means nothing. It
definitely doesn't do nothing.
It does nothing.
It's underappreciated, it sounds like. Maybe show it some love.
Doesn't need it. Don't care for it.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Pinkies, though.
No, pinkies are sick, dude.
What's the show? Oh.
Can't hang 10 if you don't got a pinky.
If you had... I've never done that in my life, so I think I'm good. If you... Actually, you want to know something funny? When I was on the boat in Connecticut, you know, you like drive by people on a boat and you're like, hey, to like strangers, and they wave back. I went like this. Just came out of me.
Just came out.
And a girl did it back. And I was like, yeah!
Remember before, and he was calling me a liar, and he just said he'd never done that in his entire life, and he literally did it within days of this recording?
I changed my mind and then told the truth.
So you went to go lie initially. Crazy. Read the second round of ads before I fucking start, unloading on you. Sorry.
Jeez, no, this guy's horny.
All right, we'll get back to the TV show talk after you do that little stupid thing over there.
Okay.
I should probably not do that.
How dare you,
I should probably
Francis.
not do that, honestly. The stupid thing I was going to talk about is the Everything Bagel hot sauce from Secret Handshake Food Co. is now in a ton of Whole Food markets nationwide and a ton of Walmarts nationwide. So what you can do is you can go to either of those websites, type in the, see where you can find it at any shows that are the fucking...
Anyway, first of all, you almost legitimately broke the desk. Yeah,
it's already broken.
Go get the hot sauce, heatness.com, or go get it at Walmart, go get it at Whole Foods, and go get it
at
somewhere else.
Heatness.com.
There you go. But yeah, this podcast, hello. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is online therapy. You want to get into therapy? You should, okay? I've been in therapy for years now. I think that it's done wonders for my life, and I suggest that everyone should be in it. So go check out BetterHelp. They will connect you with a therapist in just under 48 hours, so it's a very quick connection, so you don't have to sit around and wait for too long, and maybe you change your mind in that time. It's just 2 days, get you set up, get you on board, and you can start talking to a therapist. And also, if you've never done therapy, you want to feel it out. See if they're a good match for you. If you feel like, oh, this person doesn't really understand me, or like, they're not really my vibe, then you can switch. They make it very easy to switch therapists, so you can find the right fit for you. And then you can do it, it's customizable, so you can do it at any frequency you want. If you want it bi-weekly, bi-monthly, or whenever you want it, you can have it with BetterHelp. And it is more affordable than in-person therapy, which is very nice, because I think that the cost of in-person therapy is a big deterrent. It is very expensive if you don't have the right insurance. But we're going to save you some money. So you can go to betterhelp.com/basementyard today to get 10% off your first month. Okay. That is BetterHelp.com/basementyard to save 10% off of your first month today. All right. And lastly here we have Babbel. Okay. The best way to learn a language, Babbel. I was using Babbel during the pandemic a lot because I wanted to brush up my Spanish. And when I say brush up, I mean that I took a couple Spanish classes in school and barely learned anything. But with Babbel, it feels like, I learned so much more because they make it they put an emphasis on the conversational parts of a language so you can actually use it. So the things that you would actually ask a person, like on the street or whatever, like those are the type of things they teach you. It's awesome, honestly. And they like gamify the experience. It kind of gets addicting, honestly. I'm not going to lie. They have like little, like lessons every day that you do. But I just do a ton, like usually, because it's just honestly so fun and easy. And when I'm getting it right, I'm like, oh my God, I am like, what's it called when you know? Oh, fluent. That's what it is. I feel like I'm fluent in Spanish. But if you want to learn a language, and it's not just Spanish on there, it's any language you could think of on Babbel. You can go to Babbel, and you will get 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/basement. That is 60% off at babbel.com/basement, spelled BABBEL.com/basement. Rules and restrictions may apply. So if you want to learn a language, this might be the way to do it, okay? So studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove that Babbel is better. One found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. And I've done it. Feels like that's correct, all right? So go check out Babbel. Go get your 60% off. What an insane amount of savings.
And he's done it. Babbel, not a full semester at college. Sorry, I had to.
That was very funny. I like
Thank
that.
you so much. I really appreciate that.
Also, are we going to talk about the big elephant in the room? The Florida man who sneezed and then blew out his asshole? That's a real story, fellas.
This is what I fear whenever I sneeze, that like something's going to pop out.
I coughed or sneezed or something happened where something was coming out of my face and my tongue blocked air in my mouth.
You almost died.
It felt like a pop, and I literally was like this.
People
for like the day. I was scared.
People that like hold in their sneezes and do that.
Yeah,
you
like,
know that.
And I'm like, bro,
that you're gonna die. Your head is going to explode. Like that's exactly what I imagine happening.
I don't know how you learn like that. Like, how does it?
Because people just like shut that sneeze up, and I get that to a degree, but like you need to let that bitch fly, baby. Like just, Boss does that. Boss is like, and I'm just like, and he's like a built dude. It's like, let that fucking sneeze go, bitch.
Yeah, Frankie wants to get sprayed.
No. I don't want to get sprayed.
But you ever see people who are like, it's almost like they never sneeze because they're like, "Hut you," and I'm like, you're just talking.
I hate that.
That's not a sneeze. A sneeze requires air. It's like, "Hut you." I'm like, bro, you're speaking. That's not sneezing.
That's what quarterbacks do. And like,
"Hut you."
Yeah, I don't like that either. I need to like let that fucking shit go. But I guess this is why people say don't do that, because then your fucking butthole falls out. Butthole's falling out. Crazy, dude.
Big fear.
This sneer.
This
sneeze had some fucking power behind it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine sneezing to the point where your fucking asshole just opens and just like everything just falls out?
Well, I imagine he was older and his asshole was like has given up.
Does that happen?
I'm assuming things get looser.
Oh, that's right.
It's like, Ray, you got a little tight butt over there. You know it's gonna know how hard you have to sneeze to fucking fly out of there.
I gotta be honest with you. I kind of don't like you talking about how tight my butt is. Okay.
Would you like me to do the opposite?
No, I don't want you to talk about my butt and any of its strength.
Would you rather it be tight or loose?
Duh. Tight. What kind of a question is that? Who wants to be walking around with just a fucking open purse?
You know, that's actually a funny way. So you're like homophobic dudes. You'd be like, it's like, well, you don't fucking talk about touch my ass. It's fucking gay. And you're like, all right, but yo, if you had the option, would you rather a tight asshole or a loose one? They're going to go tight.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of funny.
They'd be like, no, nothing going in it.
Yeah, but you don't want it to be too tight because then you can't poop.
I think whatever the prerequisite amount of tightness that
PSI.
The normal, the PSI, whatever like the standard PSI
of butthole tightness,
stick to that, because there are people that just like can't pull it together. It's a thing.
What do you mean?
Well, there are medical conditions that can like affect the strength of the muscles and like the sphincter, and like it could fucking like you can't hold it, like you can't, like you lose the ability to fucking tighten it up.
Yeah, and then it just becomes crap.
It becomes
A crap show.
Oh my God, that's a fear of mine. Just being unable to control your crap.
Yeah.
That's not terrifying
Piss
to you?
is like, yeah, of course. Piss is like whatever. Pee.
Yeah. Piss.
Pissed his pants last week.
Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy is that same day I also pissed my pants. I just didn't send the picture of it.
Wait, was that the day that I talked about how I like peed my pants a little?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Dude, this is not good as a unit. Why is everyone pissing their
Well,
pants?
no, I think you're finally starting to see that like being piss boys is like the way of life, babe.
What the hell does that mean? These guys pissing bottles in here all the time.
Pissing in the bottles, pissing, like, you get a little, it's just piss, dude. Like,
I know, but...
Being a piss boy, The Rock pisses in bottles all the time.
So he's a piss boy.
He's a piss boy, too. He's part of the piss boy club.
I would not say I'm a piss boy.
PCB, baby. PBC. There's that dyslexia.
What?
PBC, the piss boy club. That should be fucking merch. Athena, get on that.
Piss boy club?
Piss boy club. You're going to tell me you're not a part of the piss... I don't want to...
I don't know what
I don't want to specify it's just for boys. It could be for anyone that identifies as anything. But like the cool P club, the CPC, baby, welcome. CPC, welcome to the cool P club. Women pee all the time.
Okay.
They piss their pants. Boys, we piss our pants too.
Women piss their pants all the time?
Hell yeah.
Pregnant ones.
I'm trying to think if Becca pissed her pants pregnant. No, she didn't.
Well, she probably wouldn't tell you if she did. She's not going to announce, hey, wet.
I do a check every night.
Check.
Let's see it.
Let's see. You pee?
No.
Ew.
No. Yeah. Piss.
Yeah.
You know? I want you one time to just piss in a bottle and see how awesome it feels.
You think I haven't pissed a bottle in my life?
Like, I want you to do a week of pissing in bottles.
Frank, that's an insane request. And I don't like peeing in bottles because I feel like, what if I run out? I like the anxiety of that is like,
Pinch it, get another bottle. Or you get a big bottle.
But I can't, I don't do that. My
get a
dick
big
doesn't
bottle,
work like
get
that.
a big, like I had a gallon of water in my, like a big gallon of water in my car that I would pee in for like a week.
You had a half gallon of piss swashing around in your fucking passenger seat?
It's not on my passenger seat, to my defense.
Where is it?
It's behind the passenger seat.
How is that better?
Because it's not like out for presentation in the front of the car.
Wait till Miles gets in there. Apple juice?
No. I make sure that anytime any family members or friends get in my car, I get rid of most of the pee.
How delightful. You have so many manners. Maybe don't piss in a gallon of water.
When we had Miles' birthday party at the house, I had to get rid of a couple bottles.
Because people are just going to peek into your car?
Yeah, I just thought my windows aren't tinted. So, like, I need to, like, you know, make sure that there's no pee-pee left over.
Question.
Anyone? Any questions?
Over here.
All right, go ahead.
When you piss in bottles in your car and then you get home, what part physically and mentally prevents you from taking that bottle and throwing it in that garbage? Because I know the way your house is set up, and you have to pass by your garbage cans that are outside in order to get into your house.
Well,
why do you savor it and let it sit in the heat?
What answer do you want? The real answer or the jokey answer?
Both.
Okay. Real answer is, by the time I get home, I'm so eager to get inside and see my incredible family.
No. You don't get to hide behind your family with this one, buddy.
I'm
so eager to get in that I leave all the piss in.
I'm being honest with you. The jokey answer is, I'd like to see what happens when it sits a day or two. What does the piss look like?
See, I think that's the real answer. I think that you like being like, oh, this is so gross. Oh, ew.
No.
Yeah, I think that you like that. It's disgusting.
No, I don't.
You like it. You are a sick freak.
No.
You're a piss freak.
No.
You piss freak.
Careful with the labels, okay? I'm not a piss freak.
You're a piss
freak. If anyone here is a piss freak.
You're a hot piss freak.
I'm not a hot piss freak. I have wondered if my piss would freeze, and I can't remember if it has.
Have you thrown a bottle in your freezer?
No. Like in the car, leave it overnight.
Oh my God, that scared the fuck out of me for a second.
I'm going to one day come in here with a bottle of piss for you.
Cool. What am I going to do with it?
Admire it?
I'm not gonna. But yeah, piss. Does piss freeze or is it like alcohol? It just turns into like a syrup.
I think it freezes.
I'm going to throw up.
I think it freezes. What would you do if you accidentally drank a little bit of pee? My pee.
I would be so mad.
Yeah. All right.
I would immediately talk about it on here though.
Yeah, it would be a great episode. So
I'd be like, bro, this kid's leaving apple juice and piss around. Like, how am I supposed to tell the difference?
I think for a show, for Radio City, why don't we give you a cup?
Are you insane? I'm not doing that. Drinking your piss.
Just
Are
a
you
cup.
Crazy?
Just a cup.
There is a guy on Instagram that I see who drinks his own piss.
That's crazy. Why do you follow him on Instagram?
I don't. It's like this guy. He's been on like Tom Segura's show before, but I've seen him before, like go viral on like meme pages and stuff. But he has a beard and he has like a bald head, and he always talks. He says the most ridiculous shit where he's like, you know, like you and your boys like got to get together and like your sacks are like just like filling because of the male energy, and you have to release that. And then he says like wild shit.
Hate it.
Yeah, it's not great. But then there was a video of him pissing, like off camera, like pissing into a cup, and then he's just drinking. He's like, "Oh, it's so like tart today." I'm like, "I'm gonna."
Don't like it.
Yeah, it's not
All right.
good. Oh, now you hate it. Once it
Yeah.
goes in your mouth, it can go all over your hands and all over the steering wheel. But once it hits your lips,
You think I'm just willy nilly pissing all over my car? I told you I have a new car. I do not do that anymore.
yeah. I'll go check your car right now. If there's piss in it?
No.
I feel like I'm talking to my child.
No.
Is there piss in the car? If I go to the car right now, is there piss in there?
No, there's no piss.
Well, if there is, you're punished. Where can they find you?
Alvarez885 on Twitter, the Frank Alvarez on all the forms of social media.
There's piss in his car. You guys can go follow me at Joe Santiago. Go follow the show at The Base Me on TikTok and Instagram, and that is all. See you guys next time.
Bye.
See you at Radio City.
Oh, I almost hit it. I almost got it.